New intro. So much love and appreciation to those of you who have been with me for the 2 year period plus that I've been doing this. Thank you for showing your love and support to the channel. And to anybody else who is brand new to the platform and you would like to support the channel, also, you can do it by way of Patreon, Anchor, the clothing store, and also the shoe shop that is listed in the comment description below. And again, thank you to any and all of you guys who have been here to support this channel during the 2+ year period. I wouldn't be able to do what I do every single day without you. Logan Williams, the child star who played young Barry Allen on Flash, has passed due to DO. Over the year after the 16-year-old actor's passing, the Coroner Service of British Columbia released its reports. The official cause of passing is listed as ADT, listing his passing as classified as accidental. The report also noted that, quote, toxicology analysis detected a certain substance in range where lethal outcomes have been reported. Even small amounts of this substance have been shown to be potentially toxic. It was also noted that Williams, who appeared in 8 episodes of the CW superhero show, struggled with mental health concerns and also had a history of consuming other substances. It has also been stated that back in 2019, Williams, whose other acting credits include a guest spot on Supernatural and the Hallmark series When Calls the Heart, was put into the care of misery children and family development, or MCFD, or Child Protective Services. He was given services including placement in a residential treatment program, but often declined to participate. The investigation, which was recently closed, found that the Vancouver native was on a spiral. He first became unresponsive after consuming said substance on February 26, 2020, and was resuscitated. As a result, he was diagnosed with significant brain injury and which affected his memory and his functioning. On March 11th of 2020, he was discharged to a supervised residential care program while waiting for a bed in a treatment center. A few weeks later, on April 1st, he left the group home and was reported missing. When he returned at 11 p.m. the night, he appeared agitated and under the influence of a substance. He last spoke to staff at 4 a.m. on April 2nd, and the staff conducted hourly checks during which he had appeared to be sleeping. At around 9:30 a.m., staff tried to wake him up, but he was unresponsive and not breathing. Paramedics were called, but did not attempt resuscitation as it was apparent he had already passed. There was also paraphernalia near his body. Police conducted an investigation and they found that there were no suspicious circumstances that surrounded the passing and that the paraphernalia contained unexpected substances which can potentially pose increased risk. Marlise Williams, his mother, stated on May 2020 that preliminary toxicology results show that he had passed due to said substance. She also stated that her son, who started acting at the age of 9 but took a break at the age of 13, had been battling addiction for 3 years. She stated that she found her son using substances and then upgraded to harder ones. In August 2020, she opened up about her attempts to help him beat his addiction, including taking out a second mortgage on her home to send him to a treatment center both in the United States, where he spent 10 months in a residential program in Utah and Canada. She also stated that on the day of his passing, at the height of the pandemic, Logan certainly did not want to leave. We were supposed to see each other that day and he was looking forward to it. And she slammed the dealers who were selling this to her son, asking how is this getting into every other substance our kids are using and then it's taking their lives? Why is no one doing anything about it? Why is this okay? This is not okay. Like I said before, it's a very sad story. Whenever a parent loses a child, it really is. No parent wants to see a child that they raised, that they were able to see the light and the happiness, and no parent wants to go through anything like that. But within the same token, this comes down to the main point, the main aspect that I've always stated before when it deals with America. If the dealers that ended up dealing this bad hand, right, to this young actor, if they were black, well, guess what? They would be locked up behind bars. Things will be done. Laws will be passed. Police will be heavily on the streets. There will be a manhunt search out for this person. And, that one black dealer would be, in a sense, the poster child, when it comes to things like this. But because more than likely, right, it is not a black man that, this child star got, these things from, nothing's going to take place. You heard the questions that she had. Why is this okay? Why is this happening? It's not okay. You're right, it's not. But because it's from your own people, because it's from your own hands, because it is allowed in the United States by way of the government, nothing is going to happen. It's not. That's why it's okay. That's why it's happening. That's why it's a repeated cycle that never shuts off, because it's allowed, because it doesn't have a black face to attach to it. So they're not going to make it the dominant talking point whenever they want to talk about serious issues. They've talked about this issue a few times before, especially during like 2019, 18, 17, 16. But other than that, other than coming through with a few facilities in different states where people can legally do this, these illegal things, they can legally do this under police supervision, under doctor supervision, and then clearly just walk out, knowing the fact that they committed a crime. That they can just like freely walk out. You know, like I said, if there's some type of way for the powers that be to make money off of whatever suffering that you're going through, they're going to sit up there and do it, because all money is basically tied into what it is that took place. But like I said before, when there's not a black face that's attached to it, social media, mainstream media, you know, the normal talking heads that we normally see, nobody has anything to say, right? Where is everybody that always wants to state that all lives matter? Where are they when it comes to this young man, right? Dealing with, you know, such an addiction that he needed help, that his mom had to put out a second mortgage to have him both go to a place in the United States and in Canada. Where are all of those people at in order to advocate for this young man? Where are all of those people in those groups at to advocate for the safety of the young people out here so that they don't have to go down this dark road that doesn't have a good ending? Where are all of them at? Nowhere to be found. Where are all of those child advocate groups? Nowhere to be found. Where are all of those normal talking heads to basically like, hey, we need to champion his name, we need to do a candlelight vigil, we need to have a memorial and a statue in his name, we need to make this mainstream? Nowhere. Even check it on YouTube, on Twitter, and whatever else. All of the normal people that always want to say how the media and whatnot is lopsided, where are they at when it comes to this story? Nowhere. Silent. Why? Because there's no money in it. That's why they're not going to cover it. That's why they're not going to talk about it. That's why it's not going to be listed. But like I said before, he's just going to be marked down as another one of those stars struck down by addiction. And very easily, this could have been stopped. But yet, where was the father directly in the picture? I heard every single thing that the mother was trying to do, putting up a second mortgage, sending her child from here and there. And then also you had some other, people that were, putting him in a variety of, facilities. Also on top of that, where was Child Protective Services? How did the mother even get the son back? Because the son is directly under her supervision, but yet for some odd reason, knowing the fact that he has this addiction going on, I think they did list that Child Protective Services were there, or however it basically works, but yet she still had custody, full on custody. It never stated anywhere in the article that custody was even taken. If this was a black mother, custody would have been taken. There wouldn't have even been a second chance or a shot. They more than likely would not even allow the father or the families of either one to even have custody of the child, because they were like, we really have to protect this child. We really got to keep this child away from you. But yet when it comes to a child like this, right, a true American child, magically CPS is like, oh, you know what, it's fine. You know what, he got into it. It's not you. You're doing everything that you can do. You're a mother at the end of the day. We can't expect you to do more than what you've already been doing, right? But like I said before, where's the father? Where's the father to be the rock? Where's the father to be the leader, to be the head of the household? Where's the father to basically lead his son into a more positive light, on a more corrective road? Where is that father? Because all the times I always happen to hear from people, right, that black fathers are not in their kids' life. But yet I do a ton of stories like this, where you have families like this with broken homes, single mothers, and yet the fathers are not even there. But yet the normal people that want to talk about what it is that black men are doing have nothing to say about this. Ain't that something? But I guess maybe it's just me. Maybe, maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm seeing stuff, right? But anyways, let me know what you guys think about the story and everything that I listed in the comment description below. And as always, peace, love, and stay tuned for the next video.